What's up guys, Royalivi Sorare here, and today we're going to be looking at budget teams for the 2021-2022 seasons for Champion Europe and Challenger Europe in Sorare. Now, I definitely think you can make a competitive team for roughly £200 to £300 in these divisions, but to do so you'll have to have a common goalkeeper for each option. So in the onboarding process or in your rookie leagues you'll have to win one or select one, as they're a lot more expensive than the outfield players, so just something to keep in mind. So in goal for my Champion Europe team I've got the Juventus goalkeeper Wojciech Szczesny, obviously their number one choice, so should get me lots of points over the coming season. In defence I've got two options of Champaros Lykogiannis or Sebastian Walukovic, both of Cagliari. I'll probably go with Lykogiannis, who I got for about £35. He plays left back and left mid for Cagliari quite a lot and scores decent points, but Walukovic is a good option to have as a backup if he starts playing. And you'll notice a bit of a theme here, as in midfield I have Nandez of Cagliari. Now I got him as part of a bundle along with Walukovic, and you can see Nandez is worth about £200 to £250 at the moment. Obviously I got him a lot cheaper than that as part of my bundle purchase. But a decent example of someone else who scores similar points for way cheaper is Pedro Chirivella of Nantes, for example, who's less than half that price but also scores consistently well. So if you're on a tighter budget then you can definitely fill in that position with someone else. And then up front I've got Maximilian Phillips, who's just joined Wolfsburg on a permanent deal. He plays attacker mid and striker for them, and I'm hoping he's going to hit his prime and start scoring some goals, getting some assists and getting some decent Sorare points for my team. And then to fill out the extra spots I've got Razvan Marin of Cagliari. I think they bought him from Ajax for about 10 to 15 million and he scores pretty well. He should be one of their focal players for next season, so I'm hoping, along with my other Cagliari players, they all score some decent points. Now it's not necessary for you to stack up on one team, but I think it's definitely a tactic worth considering. As for example, if Cagliari one weekend beat a team 3 or 4-0, in theory all of these players, assuming they play, should score very decent Sorare points in the So5 league, which would obviously put me in good stead to win a reward and recoup some of my initial investment on this team. So in total, my Champion Europe team came in at about £400. Obviously, if you substitute Nandez with a cheaper option, as I mentioned, you can get that down to about £300 to £250. And then moving on to my Challenger Europe Division 4 team, I've got Daniel Schmidt of St. Trudenese in goal. Not 100% sure he'll be starting for them next season, but hopefully you'll be able to get a starting common goalkeeper for Challenger Europe in your onboarding process, whether it's Daniel Schmidt or someone else in one of the leagues he plays. And then in defence, I've got Mike Tverik of Groningen, about £40. You'll see, similar to my Champion Europe team, I went quite cheap on defenders, as you can definitely get defenders that score consistently in the 40 to 50s for under £50 pretty easily. So if you're going to go cheap on your budget in any position, go cheap on defenders for sure. Then in midfield, I've got the FC Utrecht captain, Simon Gustafsson. I actually won him in a reward, but he's worth about £80 to £100 at the moment. Very good player, scores very good in So5, so I'm very happy that I got him as a reward to fill out my team. And I've also gambled on Olivier Ncham, the Celtic player, as a backup option. Now you'll see he's not played in any of his last 5, hence why it's a bit of a gamble, but I'm hoping he'll start next season more for Celtic, assuming he stays in the transfer window. And obviously they're one of the better teams in that league, so he's always a good option to have if he starts playing, and I would hopefully be able to make profit on him, as he was only about £50 as well. And then up top I've gone for the Willem II striker Kwasi Riet. He is actually the only striker they have as of the time of speaking, so in theory he should be starting every week. I bought him for about £100, so you can already see on the market his lowest is almost triple that at the moment. Not saying he's worth that, but you know, I should probably be able to sell him on for profit if I wanted to. Similar with Nikolai Larsson, who I've got as a backup. Again, got him for about £50, took a bit of a gamble on him, same as Ncham, and you'll see his market price is currently way more than that also. Again, is he worth that? Definitely not, but you know, it puts me in a good position to perhaps make a profit on these two players. And then in the extra spot I've got Godfried Romeratu of FC20, young player in midfield who was consistently playing from last season and getting 40s to 50s every week, so he is definitely a great option to have in that team to boost my scores and boost my chance of winning a reward. And this Challenger Europe team came in at about roughly £250. And I'm fairly confident both teams will be competitive in those respective divisions, and throughout the season I'm confident I should be able to win some rewards with these teams, and if needed even sell on some of these players for a profit. So providing you have the common goalkeepers to fill out the squads in these divisions, you can definitely make a competitive team on a slightly smaller budget. So yeah, thanks for watching, and let me know what you think of my teams in the comments below, and like and subscribe for more Sorare content in the future. Not sure what, but we'll see what happens in the future and go from there. So cheers for watching.